So some simple things is I'm working with acetone and just to refine, eliminate, do things. So I've been putting some acetone right in here, and I'm using these sticks, ear sticks actually, to start refining. So that's the head of my beluga whale, which has a big spread, and that's the tail. So I want to refine the tail, and I do know the colors I got underneath them, which is very important to know actually, because you don't want to be surprised, right, by what you get. So I start opening, you see that just that flow, I eliminate more or less the lining. I don't want to see the lining, right? And yeah, I just keep on spreading that. But be careful with it, as it spreads very quickly depending on how much acetone you got under that. And yeah, I want to eliminate. You're gonna need a lot of those sticks because they take up a lot of paint, and that paint may merge with things you wouldn't like to see. So you see it's matching up both sides, and that is exactly what I want. I couldn't do that initially because I do a lot of spray paint, and so I need actually a design on which I can work on later and see that with a different eye actually. So yeah, I don't want to go too far here. Just take another one and not do too much. And be very careful because each drop will be seen. I'm eliminating that line here as well. And so just, you know, to have that same flow on both sides. And I think I need to spread more here. I got a lot of white here underneath, but not on this side. And so that line needs to go. So hop, another one, and move that up, which I love. I love the white up here. And so you can go very carefully. I love that because it's an easy technique and you can go many ways, but be careful as well not to eliminate that what you like or love, right? Because your design will shine out differently. So yeah, that's more like a point, and I think I just more or less want to go the same way. So have a look at that side. Just spread or eliminate the line first, so it's not to be seen anymore. And that is just me, you know. You really gotta love your design and know where you want to go with it. So what I do is I actually talk to it, and my talk comes through my connection with my source. I meditate a lot, and so I get these directions, and that is a great way to actually do it. So here, that is what I don't want. I've got a little bit of orange spots here, the same color up and there, so I don't want to touch that because I think they're quite cute. But so I'm very careful to pass behind this and just, you know, open up a little drop up here and right there. So I think that's quite neat. Doesn't really need too much. But I want to see there's a bit of that pink orange. I want to open that. Either way, I'm gonna like it or not, but I can always adjust as this line also needs to go. I don't like lines. My artwork needs to be a flow, like an oceanic flow that flows from one alignment into the next, meaning from one aspect of knowledge into the next. So here now, I'm using the same product all of the time. I love this product, just simple acetone. And yeah, I'm having a clot and just, you know, a simple clot doesn't know what. And I'm dripping it. And that is totally different from these ear sticks, so to speak. And so I have the mount of my beluga and this arc of consciousness, which is very important to me. And so I'm not satisfied with these. And so I'm going to use that cloth just to open up more space of that orange vibration over here. But here I do know I need to be very careful, because if I touch the gold, that is going to turn out like more black or something, which I don't like. So I'm just removing here, removing, being careful, just looking at times. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Then again, I do know from experience that too much of that product could just ruin the whole design. So be very cautious, okay? And I do like the white, so I'm not going to touch too much here. And so what I have is that blue color coming up and not truly enough of that orange which I like. So what I'm going to do is, because I want that orange, I'm crazy about orange, it's the creator engine. I've got these acrylic pens, so the very fine acrylic painting, I'm gonna paint over that, or just, because my intention anyways with this is creating like ley lines, like a grid around the earth, because whales provide that, and they have such a healing, terrible healing, beautiful healing energies. So yeah, that is part of my passion. So that deepest, I want to merge that with the pink I have all over, and that's kind of the same color. That is a lot softer, but it needs it in order to merge with all the other colors, so and that runs very smoothly when you apply the acetone energy. So I just love that frequency, and that goes very well. Be careful you apply good paint, because if you eliminate paint, that is, I mean, there is very good cheap paint, but there is cheap paint that will fuck up your artwork as well. So get to know them very well, and that is still the best way to experience a better outcome, right? So here I have a little bit of that green, or no, I'm gonna apply that purple vibration or lavender vibration, so it perfectly mixes up with what I already did. So I love this, because it more designs what I want, okay? And so hope you can see it well, or you have the idea at least. And here I'm gonna put that a bit more. I love the pink, as it needs to flow again. So up, there we go. And then once again, so on the other hand, big gold. I work a lot with gold spray, and that is the hardest to eliminate. Be very careful with gold because it turns out black and gray and ugly. So I have 2 of these. I expanded, and I didn't know I had my blue, electric blue color underneath when making this artwork. And I opened this up, but I do not like this. And with this bigger point, you can actually quickly work your way through and just adjust where you want it to be adjusted, right? So also you can put a lot of accents with the gold on your artwork, and that turns out to be very, very beautiful. Should you want that? So not too much, because it's more like the accents that matter and that are very, very lovable. Especially, you see that big bubble that is still wet, so I need to be very careful there. And then again, let's move a bit more up. I'm going to use the cloth again. Make sure you have just a corner that is without paint, okay? And so that is the more difficult part over here, is that I want to open up a bit more. I'm eliminating the pink here. You see that's pink, underneath is white. So I need to be very careful to hold on to the white, otherwise I will definitely eliminate the initial artwork, which is the head of my beautiful whale. So it needs a bit of practice, but the results are very, very cool. And you need to be daring a bit, okay? If you dare doing it, then okay, then half the work is being done. And so that opens up, and I can see, you see, I'm very careful here. And so, not to do much, I'm returning to my sticks because it's a lot safer. So, I'm opening up here the pink. I had that really fluorescent pink way coming through, and I want more of them. I want to know where that was getting me, and so, yeah, if you're quick, you can eliminate it with your hand because it dries very quickly, okay? And so we eliminate that. If you eliminate a lot of paint, then it's easier to color them with acrylic paint afterwards. Okay, let's move that a bit faster over here, because it's my intention to fill that in with different colors. And so I'm moving up right here. I'm not okay with that. It's too much. And so these sticks, you need a lot more. And I'm not afraid. Not afraid because I have the intention to make it better. So keep your intention on the highest level, okay? And then you can create practically anything, or readjust or make it better, or whatever your intention, or just work with that technique any which way you love. And because there is no end to creation, right? And so it's like opening here is a flame of energy, like I have on the other side. I'm not going to touch that, but because it looks like a torch of energy, and that blows out anything negative in society. And yeah, whoopa. That was just, you know, just in time. And yeah, let's just finish that, because I want more like a flow. It's too much of a flame for me, and I do need that flow, as we are all flowing into a new universe, right? And so that is exactly what people need in their homes, a new flow of energies and understanding energies. So, yeah. Yep. Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate. That's exactly how we can shift consciousness. Eliminate and add. You know? So subtract and add. Subtract and add. And that is how we perfect art. That is how we actually come into perfection with our brain. Eliminate and add. And be daring to eliminate, essentially. So I would suggest in the beginning you just start to do that on a very small piece and get more confident, and then do that in a larger project. So you see, I'm just daring to pour that up and up and up, as I love, you know, the flow. Okay, so what I see popping up here is very unusual. I got a big blue as well. So big blue, as that adjusts with the colors I already have. But it needs to open up further. So I'm going to use a smaller one, as I have more options with the smaller one. And breathe them very nicely through. And so I'm gonna apply more white. It has be careful with those, because they take up other colors quite easily, which was happening. And I'm going to let that dry. All these little spots here later on I will cover with a bit of gold. But now the flame matches the entire design, so to speak, you see. And so here, for me, this is too much of that pink, which I didn't think initially. So yeah, there we go. With the lining, it's like a silver lining. White is a good color, you know, to cover up, to bring a new lining through, and to bring more understanding to your artwork, actually. So read that through, as it makes more sense. You see, you got the flow here, and opening that up. So that brings me a lot more happiness. And yeah, you gotta feel where you're heading, right? It's more like a feeling nature. And like, I love the right flow, but I do know something is missing out there. I'm not sure what, but I do know there is something I do not agree with, because my head is not seen as I'm seeing it in my inner eyes. So yeah, I'm daring. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. 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 Okay. So here we have a better head, right? I'm taking just another point so it doesn't have paint on it. Be careful with the product. Yeah. So, yeah. So you have a flow. You need to feel what you're designing. So I'm designing a beluga, and you know, my consciousness is all there. Because if it's not, you cannot design it. And so I talk to these animals until my design gets perfect. And so I see why I wanted this pink to come through. That gives the extra flavor to the flow of my handy beluga. So yeah, you see that stuff dries out very quickly, so don't take too much at times, because it just evaporates. And yeah, just let's take a bit more, and yeah, till I'm satisfied, but not too much. So you see, colors come up. I didn't like that blue wave in it, and it opens up more white, exactly what I needed. So sometimes things just, you know, they just flow in harmony. If you are in harmony, your design will be in harmony. That's simple. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Oh, look at this vibrant pink opening up, opening up. Yeah, I want more of that. Just have a few seconds of that vibrant pink. So you see, it takes a bit more, and then I'm done. Yeah, here I smell, like I feel when I paint, I go there, I go here, I go everywhere at the same time. It depends, because I don't have one particular feeling at one time. So the design comes out as you eliminate, you can add. As you eliminate, yes, you can add, and that is more perfect. And as you add, you achieve completion, just like, you know, eliminating old consciousness in your brain. You can eliminate stuff that does not really pertain to your intentions on your artwork. So yeah, that is so in alignment. And you see, I wanted the blue more peach-like, that is orange and pink, and so I need to cover with a bit of pink and see how that turns out, because I love that pink flavor. That is a very, very strong color in combination with the creamy and orange vibration here. So slowly but sure, I start to see the eye. I see to start the mount of the beluga, the whole tail. So I'm going to have it rest a bit, and then I need to make up that little part here, and then I'm finished. But here, you see, above that has dried. So yeah, that needs to go, because it's getting on my nerves. So if something needs to go, then it needs to go quickly, because it stands in the way of perfecting your artwork. So that is very, very simple. Yeah. Oh, let's see, and have a last touch. I'm going to be very, very careful here, because I do know that I do not want to touch that last flow, okay? So, yeah, I want these little bits of very vibrant pink to come to the surface. And it teaches me actually how easily we can cover up and how easily we can reveal beautiful things in artworks that are not finished. And so this is just one method, and yeah, that can go many, many miles. So I have more pink there, and yeah, I certainly hope that helps you to understand you can go many ways, as slowly but surely this is going to complete. So I'm going to have you look at this one, and yes, I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm going to bring out like 1 or 2 videos a week, how to adjust artworks and how they can assist you initially to move it on, because there's so many techniques you can apply, and this should actually be easy, right? So thank you so much for being with me, subscribing, liking, sharing it, and being together actually. Thank you. A bit better. And so what I want to do here is I want my head needs to be a bit more bigger. So I'm solemnly going to work with white acrylic paint, and so I'm just gonna allow just a deeper level of design as it needs to flow, and you can easily erase that particular paint. Like, you see what I'm doing here, needs to be clear that it is a beluga, and essentially for kids. I'm painting for kids, but if adults love it, yes, of course. So here we need to pull that through and make that a bit bigger. So they have this beautiful big noses, right? So pulling that through, and okay, my acetone would be, that is my favorite to really adjust this paint. So here I do want this beautiful orange color to come out a bit more to its wave. It's like a wave. A beluga is always a wave because they are so quick, right? So and so what I want is to really get more attention to the head space. So I eliminate a bit with the acetone. And here, what do I have? I'm always surprised what comes up, but I'm pretty much aware from what kind of colors I applied initially. So that is the beautiful pink resurfacing and giving the accent actually, because I want to explain my artwork. It's very important also to understand the wave and how you can conduct yourself to it. So I'm gonna get a bit closer as I want to see it really deeper. As I said before, you gotta really be careful not to eliminate too much, but just keep your attention on what you basically would like to achieve. And so for me, I have this curve here which we can see, and I know the beluga whale has a bigger curve, so I'm opening here its double mouth and to give it a more beautiful view actually. And that can always be filled in, so I love this, but I don't like too much of the blue here, so it needs to be more in those creamy gray color or whatever comes to my head in a few seconds. That is what will come true, right? But here I don't align too much to that blue. I love it, but it's not okay for his head space. So I eliminate as the paint underneath is pretty thick. So yeah, that is better. And again. Yeah, it takes a bit of work, of course, depending on what you would like to achieve, but then again, you see here the gold. I can easily eliminate and open that up into a new head space that moves a lot smoother. So I love all these things, but that is nerving me out, so it does not align. So yeah, we get rid of that, right? Or we get at least the paint a bit smoother. So I'm pretty satisfied here. And what I want is my white marker. White resurrects a lot of things. So you can color it in. If you don't like it, you can just eliminate with a cloth. Bathing in water, just water. At least when you do it quickly. So that aligns a lot more. So I'm just painting here with my fingers, opening it up, and then getting my space deeper and just allowing the blue wave here, letting the blue wave come back. So yeah, and that's a lot better, right? And so it's more like the eye blowing through the beluga and creating a lot more space that allows it to flow, allowing the flow. So this is great. And here and so this is the eye. I want to open the eye a bit more, so I'm gonna work on that. It's very thick paint. And so next wave, keep on working with white, eliminate white, get it back, get it in, and basically you will see this is a cloth that has been bathing in water, so I can basically eliminate if you do it soon enough. And then there goes my golden wave. I'm just putting the gold up here, just like an accent, because that's what I want. I don't want more, like not too much. There is already enough gold in that artwork, so just the accents, and especially the bigger paint wave that pops through it. Gosh, yeah, that is not dried yet. So that's a lot better, as I can see. And so bringing through the merger, a bit more here. And we're almost finished. Yes, we're almost finished. This is the last part that, for me, it creates like a gateway. And that gateway from head to body is not clear enough to my feeling. So I want to create a space that makes it a little more clear. And that is that beautiful color. You see the blue merging with the purple, essentially. And the purple is coming up. And we can extend the purple more. So it creates one open design with its neck. And open a bit more here. And up. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So here that pops up. Take another one, because otherwise they merge and they don't give us the color maybe that you want. And so I need that flow with the other part of the neck. That creates a better view. And so here's what I have. Purple. I really need that purple over here. And I'm going to merge it with just a little bit of pink and orange. So move it up. Doesn't really come out. Just bits and pieces. As these, yeah, the pink is coming open. Finally, the pink is coming into the open. Okay. It's a very, very, very fine pen, but then again, it's very, yeah, enjoyable actually to work with, as you can make these finer pens merge pretty easy with your intentions actually. And so my intentions are always like creating that flow that merges. So here the flow opens a bit more. That needs some patience, but then again, you have a wave, right? And you can create and recreate that wave as much as you want it to be, depending on the outcome you would like to achieve, right? So for me, every outcome is a flow. Otherwise, I'm not going to be okay. So at this point, I'm definitely not okay with this. That is too much here. I eliminate. So you see, so you just get the idea of what you can do with acetone, and it's actually bringing in more tones. Acetone bring more tones. and eliminate, subtract and add, subtract and add. Basically, that is where it comes down to. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to be very daring here. It's very, very colorful. Just hang on one sec. And that is all I need. So I have this spray. And just gonna try. Yeah. Be very careful, mind. And just try it on the cloth. Yeah, okay. That is basically the same color as I've been applying up here. And that's spray paint. It's my intention. That cannot be eliminated that easily. So I'm extremely careful as I see the pink coming through it. And I just want to create the wave, okay? And so that is not usually what we do with spray paint, right? Because it sticks to the fingers, it sticks to everything. But then again, it's got many, many, many options, and it dries extremely quickly. So here, I'm going to just put my hands, it's getting better. And yeah, I need to allow more of that. Just a little bit of orange, not too much. And okay. That's what I love. That's my baby. Yeah. Okay. That was my missing link, actually. So now I can better work my way to it. And finally have that neck merge. So you see there's very many different options we can apply at any time, actually. And so my last thing is the just create this sheen, no more than a sheen. And so you gotta know your spray. Because, you know, most of the time I keep those that are almost empty for finishing works, because then they don't spray too much, you know, I have to push a lot, and that is an ideal phase. So yeah, I am pretty much satisfied now. So it's just the eye that I need to readjust, and that is a little work here, and I'm satisfied. Yeah, very beautiful. As the eye already has the opening where it needs to truly settle down. So that was the last measurement I would like to pull on here. If you would like a closer look, I hope you like it. I hope you like the end result. As my artwork is always giving a story, and I love stories, and especially in order to understand art more closely. Thank you so much for being with me, spreading the word, and yes, subscribing and liking my channel. Thank you. See you next week. Thank you.